Hi, welcome back to Living on Slow Time. If you're new here, my name's Kathy and I cook in my camper kitchen. Today we're going to be making a sweet potato casserole. Now, this recipe was not my original, but I have tweaked the recipe that I based this off of, and this actually came from a 1982 Junior Service League of Brooksville cookbook called Pinch of Sunshine. Now, this is my sister-in-law's dish that she normally brings to the table for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I thought I would go ahead and make that for you guys today, along with my little bit of twist that I do on it. We're going to start out, we've got just a can of yams or sweet potatoes. I don't think they can decide what they're called either because they've got both on here. Now, I did drain this can of sweet potatoes, and we're just going to stick all of those down in here, and we're going to give them a whirl up here with the blender, or the mixer rather, just to get them smooth. Okay, so that's a good start. We've got them mashed, kind of like a mashed potato consistency here, and then we're going to start adding our other ingredients. You'll see we've got a lot of things going on here. This is for the topping. This is to go into what they would consider, I guess, the souffle part. It really doesn't get as fluffy like a souffle does because it does only have 2 eggs in it, but it is just the best sweet potato casserole I've ever had. So anyway, so we're going to go ahead. This is about 3 cups of mashed sweet potatoes in there, or that one large can. Let's see. That one large can is a 40-ounce can of a 40-ounce can of sweet potatoes. We're going to go ahead and we're going to add in 2 eggs in here. And we're just going to dump it all in here, and then we're going to mix it all up again. All right, so we've got that in there. We're going to go in with a half a teaspoon of cinnamon, just swished around there. A little pinch of salt, and that's just to balance the sweetness in the casserole. Just a tiny bit. Now, if you saw my, was it the apple crisp video, you see that I checked on what a pinch of salt is because it can vary so much for people, and it's about a 1/16 of a teaspoon. Now, we've got a little nutmeg here, and this is just a dash of nutmeg, just to give that little, what is that flavor? Now, you can ground your own up if you want to. I just buy it because I just don't have the space to be able to do that. I've got in here right at a cup of, about a half a cup of milk is what that was, a half a cup of milk. We're going to go in with a half a cup of sugar. Now, if you don't want yours as sweet, decrease that a little bit. Remember, recipes are baselines. I say it all the time. Make it your own. Got a little of our homemade vanilla here that we got made up. If you haven't seen that video, check out the homemade vanilla video. We're going to put about a teaspoon of that in there. Nice, thick, syrupy vanilla, along with a 1/4 cup of melted butter. Now remember, this is for the holidays, so it's not exactly the healthiest of things. So we're just going to go ahead and give this a quick mix. And that's all there is to this filling. Now, if you want to make it super smooth, you can. I don't mind a few little chunks in there. Let me get rid of these. And we're just going to put this into our pan. I'm going to do a quick little bit of reset here. We're going to scoot some things out of the way. And I need to get our butter for our topping melting. So 1/3 of a cup of butter is going to go in the topping here. If you didn't know, there are measurements along the side of a stick of butter that where it will help tell you where the tablespoon markers are, quarters, thirds, all of that is right on there for you. So I usually will just come in, go to the measure that I need, cut right down, And then I've got my butter that I need right there. I'm just going to put this into the bowl that we had our other melted butter in. Ripper wants to stay with it. And I'm going to go ahead and just kind of chunk it up just a little bit to help it melt a little faster. And into the microwave. We'll do about 30 seconds there. Go ahead and wipe my fingers from messing with that. All right, and then we're just going to put this right down inside of our casserole dish. There's a spatula here. Love small kitchens. If you're cooking in your camper kitchen or in a small kitchen, let me know down below. I love watching cooking videos and seeing everybody's I love watching cooking videos and seeing everybody's kitchens and what they have in them. It just intrigues me. And, you know, you don't have to have a big kitchen to make a fantastic meal. All right, so we've got this right here. Now, this is just I think it's an 8 by 11 dish, not a 9 by 13. Now, if you're feeding a crowd, I can tell you this is a big favorite. So you may want to double this recipe up, knock your socks off. So we're going to, that's some really good. Okay. All right. So that is all done. Make sure that's out of the way there. And now we're going to move on to making our topping. So now with our pecans, we need about a cup of chopped pecans. Now you can get one of those slappers if you want to, where you bang on them. My mama had one of those, and what I wouldn't give to have hers, but I don't. So I just go ahead and chop mine up with a knife. I just run my knife through it. You kind of end up running your knife through one direction with them until you're kind of happy that way. And then you just turn your knife the other way and just start making your way through till it gets to the size that you want. This is about the size that I'm kind of going for. We just kind of want it just nice little pieces so it's not too big. Now, if you prefer walnuts over pecans, by all means, change it out. This is a southern dish. So this is actually made with pecans or pecans, depending on how you want to say it. I was brought up, it's pecans. So I've probably got a little more than what I need right there, but that's okay. Nobody ever complained about that. All right, so into our bowl, we are going to put a ½ cup of flour. That's just all-purpose flour. We're going to do, I need my 3/4 here. I need to get about 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. So we'll just use this quarter here. Packing it down a little bit just to kind of using that bag to our benefit that's in there. There we go. Scoot those over. We're going to put our pecans in. Yeah, it's maybe just over a smidge of a cup there, but like I say, nobody's ever complained about extra pecans that get toasty on top of a casserole. All right, so we've got those in there. I'm just going to go ahead and give this just a quick little stir up before we get our butter and put that on there. And that's all there is to this topping. So it's actually so simple. It's not a complicated recipe. It looked like a lot that was on here. Got to remember, this is a small island. This is inside of a camper or an RV. And so it does tend to look a lot more crowded because there's not a lot of space to work with. But that's all there is to that. And we're just going to get our butter. This is our 1/3 cup of butter that we put in there. And we're just going to pour that right on. And we're going to give that a mix. And this is our topping. And it just gets so delicious on top of that sweet potatoes. It gets a little bit crunchy from the pecans and the butter kind of caramelizing them. Almost like a praline type topping. That would be a very good name for it. It's almost like a praline topping. Whenever I think of the taste of it, that is what it tastes like. So we're just mixing this up. I kind of get off on tangents, y'all. Bear with me. All right. Whoops. And that's all she wrote. Isn't that pretty? Now, if you wanted to make this ahead of time, a day ahead, and then all you have to do, or you want to assemble rather, a day ahead, you can do that. Assemble it, cover this up, put it in the fridge, mix your topping, put it in a zip bag, throw that in the fridge next to it, and take it out about 30 minutes or so before you plan to cook it to allow this to kind of come up to temp a little bit. And then you're just going to put your topping on. Now I'm going to use my hands because they are clean, y'all. And we're just going to sprinkle this just right over the top. I didn't want to just do it in a big clump because that'll kind of make it an indentation in it. Now that we only have a little left, we'll do that. And we're just going to spread this out all over so that every little bit of this casserole gets some of that sweet goodness, some of that nice southern love on top of there. And look at that. I can't wait for this to come out of the oven. All right, 350, 30 to 35 minutes. All right, look at there. We have no wiggle, no jiggle. Beautiful crust on top there with the brown sugar and the cinnamon, or not cinnamon, but the brown sugar and the pecans in there and that butter. Oh, it's going to be fantastic. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. But we've got to let this cool for a little bit and we'll be back and get us a taste test. Okay, so I couldn't wait for the whole thing to cool. So what I did do is I got myself out a little bitty piece to let it cool on its own. And I just want y'all to hear this if you can. Can you hear the crispiness on the top of that? It's just amazing. But let's get a taste with everything. Are you a marshmallow person? Do you like marshmallows on top of yours versus the praline type topping to it? Let me know down in the comments which way do you prefer yours. Do you prefer it with the topping or do you prefer it with marshmallows on top? All right, let's go for it. That never disappoints. Not one single bit. Well, I hope y'all like this video. I'm going to enjoy a semi sort of late night snack. It's getting late in the evening here. But if you did enjoy this video, please give us a like, give us a subscribe, consider joining us. You don't know how much we appreciate having you here with us. We are still in the middle of our holiday little marathon for our side dishes and desserts for the upcoming holidays. So please give us a like, give us a subscribe, come back and see us. Until next time, I'm going to go have my little snack here. Bye, y'all. Oh, good.